Welcome to the channel, guys. In today's video we're going to look at some basic ways to set up your futsal team and some strategy and tips in two different formations. Let's get into it. So the most common way to set up your team if you're just starting out is to set up a 2-2. 2 in the back, 2 in the front, commonly known as the box. After that, we'll also talk about the diamond, which is known as a 3-1 or a 1-2-1. The goalkeeper is a very important position in futsal. Must be good with their hands as well as their feet, agile, and they are a crucial part of the transition phase to counter-attack. The goalkeeper must have good command of their goal arc, and once in possession only have 4 seconds in which to release the ball. Goalkeepers that can distribute the ball into your attackers will help give you variations when restarting the play. The goalkeeper should also be comfortable playing the ball with their feet to teammates. The goalkeeper cannot receive the ball back once they have played to a teammate, but this will reset once the ball goes out of play or it touches an opponent. The goalkeeper will be expected to make quick decisions as they have a time constraint of only 4 seconds in possession of the ball. When just starting out, it's a good idea to try all of your players in the goalkeeper position. You may find that this position is best suited to players that have more experience in passing, dribbling and shooting. Try experimenting with this idea. Let me know how you get on in the comments. Unlike the diamond formation, the positions in a 2-2 don't have traditional names. The players in the back are expected to carry out the responsibilities of what would be a fixo and an ala. So for the purposes of training, I like to call these players fixalas. The fixalas are likely to be receiving the ball short to feet from the goalkeepers quite frequently, so it's important that they're confident of facing forward and being able to dribble. I like to use players that usually play as strikers or attackers in the outdoor game in the fixala position. As a result of this, your fixalas will push forward naturally, creating overloads in the attacking half, in turn giving you more attacks on goal. Bear in mind the fast-paced nature of futsal. It's end-to-end with counter-attacks, so make sure your fixalas understand that they need to defend as well as attack. Of course, experiment. Try different players in these positions to see what you find works the best. At the opposite end of the court to the fixalas, we have the pivala, which is a combination of the pivot and the ala positions. Having 2 pivalas means you have 2 targets for pivot, but they must also help out in wide areas, similar to that of an ala. Same concept as choosing attacking-minded players for the fixalas. I've found success using defensive-minded players for the pivalas, who can help defend from the front. Being able to defend from the front is an important part of futsal, especially for newer teams. Note that the red team isn't pressing high. I recommend for players newer to futsal to be patient and not chase down the opponent so high. This will then restrict your opponent's forward passes to space or players into your defensive half. Using your pivalas this way will limit your opponent's forward passing options. Make sure to stay compact when defending and be ready to counter-attack. Check out our other videos for more specifics on tactics. Hey guys, if you're liking the content so far and you're finding you're getting some value from it, please subscribe to the channel, like, comment and hit the notification bell to get more of our content. Now let's look at the diamond, otherwise known as a 3-1 or a 1-2-1. Then we can quickly go over the difference of a 3-1 versus a 1-2-1. Goalkeeper, we already got that guy covered. Next up we have the fixo, derived from fixed defender. Must be good with both feet, have good vision and able to switch the court. On the outside we have the alas, otherwise known as the wingers in traditional soccer. For this position you'll want to pick players that are comfortable in 1v1 duels but can also get back and defend. The pivot, confident and strong with their back to goal when receiving the ball, able to turn and shoot but can also link in teammates when attacking. Here's the 1-2-1, basically 3 lines of attack plus the goalkeeper is 4. The 3-1, 2 lines of attack plus the goalkeeper. Okay, let's go into the differences between the 3-1 and the 1-2-1. We'll start with the 3-1. The 3-1 with a flat back 3 is a tactical setup. This is used to try and draw your opponents in to have numbers up from a goalkeeper restart. As you see in the diagram, the red team is playing with a 2-2, giving us a numerical advantage. From here, if your players can stay composed and keep possession well, it will attract more opponents. This will free up space ready for your team to attack. Now that we've created this high line of pressure, we have a lot of space to attack and we have isolated the opponent's fixo 1v1 with our pivot. By now there is many options for your team to attack. If your pivot checks in, the space where the most goals are scored is now left vulnerable. By now your alas should have also joined the attack. In this example, fixo passes and then breaks the line of pressure, creating a 2v1 with our pivot. It's important that you encourage your alas to play as wide as possible to open up the opponents. This will then create large channels in between the opposing players. Your alas must then be confident to break the line of pressure with a pass, creating a 2v1 at goal. For more details and variation on tactics and formations, check out our channel for more videos. The 1-2-1 is a more traditional way of playing the diamond formation. With the 1-2-1, your alas will start higher up on the court. Note for new players in futsal, your alas cannot be static, otherwise your fixer will find it really hard to play balls out of the back. I often see this happen with newer teams in futsal, which causes players and coaches frustration when trying to pass the ball. Unlike the outdoor game where there is plenty of space, in futsal players cannot be static, they must move to create space to receive a pass. In this example we see the ala check in line with the ball. If the opponent bites and checks also, it creates an opportunity to exploit in behind, and for the fixo to break a line of pressure with a pass. It's really important that if you play in a diamond formation, that you teach your players how to do this, as movement off the ball is key in futsal. These off the ball matchups on the court are crucial in creating space, especially in a diamond formation, as not to leave your fixo isolated with no options. If you can get your players checking frequently and catch your opponent ball watching, you'll create more attacks on goal. If the pass is not on, the fixo may need to dribble into space. Note that when playing in a diamond, your fixo has to be confident on the ball and play with their head up always. Also being patient and decisive with the timing of their passes. In this example, we see the fixo pass, then break a line of pressure with a parallel run, creating a 2v1. If you are a newer team to futsal, I definitely recommend starting off in a 2-2, as the diamond can be more complex. Let's look at the pivot. Pivot is similar to the striker, but in futsal there are some specific traits you may want to look at when choosing this player. A traditional pivot in futsal will often play with their back to goal. Therefore, a strong player that's able to hold off opponents is always a good start. If the pivot can spin their opponent and get a shot on goal, you're on the right lines. Pivot should also look to pin their opponents to bring their teammates into play, making combinations to goal. The pivot's all-round play is to be a target and of course the focal point of the diamond. That is it for this video guys. Thank you for watching and of course check back for more videos just like this.